guys, last week on Wednesday for the YouTube Mommy Meetup Prom, it was Wedding Wednesday, and I thought it was an awesome idea. There's just a few questions about your wedding, and I saw a lot of the mommies share pictures from their wedding and things like that, and I thought it was awesome. I did not participate in Wedding Wednesday for one reason and one reason only. Today is Wednesday, August 20th, and it just happens to be my wedding anniversary. So I decided to do my Wedding Wednesday today. So I'm gonna pull up the prompts on my phone and I'm going to answer the questions, and then I'm gonna insert a few pictures from my wedding. But yes, happy Wedding Wednesday, happy anniversary to my husband. I love you, and yep, let's get to it. So the first question is, are you married? Yes, I'm married. We got married August 20th, 2011. And it says, if so, show a wedding picture. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a wedding picture right now. What was great about your wedding, and what would you have done differently? What was great about my wedding was that I planned and did everything on my own with a very, very strict budget. The only thing, my mom paid for part of my wedding dress, and my in-laws paid for the caterer, which also did the cake. Otherwise, everything was DIY all the way. I did it myself. It was a very budget wedding. We had already been living together for a while and already had kids, so we just wanted something small. We invited our entire family. We had thought about going to New Jersey to do the wedding so more of our family could be here, but just with travel restrictions with my husband's job and everything, we ended up having a wedding here in Georgia. So it was a very, very small wedding. I mean, super small. We got married in our church, and then we used a Knights of Columbus hall that's right next to my church. I think we didn't spend any more than $2,000 on our wedding. So it was a very, very, very small budget wedding, but it was worth it. What was like excellent at my wedding was definitely the food. People still talk about the food to this day. The food was amazing at my wedding. I got lucky and found a really great caterer, so that was amazing. And the church and the atmosphere, that was just amazing. It was just amazing to me to have a celebration of our love finally. You know, we did things a little backwards, I guess some people would say it, because we had kids first, so we never really got to celebrate us, and it was great to finally be able to celebrate us. But what was definitely excellent about our wedding, and something I would never change, even no matter how much money I had, I would not change the caterer. The caterer was awesome. Something I would change is I would actually have a photographer. We looked into getting a photographer, but they were really, really expensive. So then we found a few students that were looking to build their portfolios so they would do wedding photography, but they ended up not being, one of them was not available, and the other one, she didn't seem to be committed. She didn't answer emails and stuff, so in a timely manner. So at the reception we did disposable cameras on all the tables, so we got a lot of good pictures out of that. And then I just had my family taking pictures, and my husband had a coworker who had a DSLR camera, so she took some pretty good pictures for us. And I guess just my general thoughts on marriage. I think it's something that you have to be ready for. Marriage is hard for everyone. Nobody's perfect. You learn a lot about a person. I lived with my husband for years before we got married, and even still after our marriage, I'm still learning, I'm still growing with him. I tell him all the time I love him more than yesterday but less than tomorrow, because every day I learn more about him and I learn to grow and love him more. I do I guess I'll get a little bit religious here. I do believe that in order for our marriage to continue to grow, we have to be also just as committed to God, and so we make that a big part of our marriage. And just listen to, you have to be willing to listen, you have to be willing to compromise, you have to be willing to be wrong, and sometimes you have to be willing to be right, and just let it go. It's the way things are. what I'll leave you guys with is it doesn't matter how big your budget is or how big your wedding is. What matters is the love that you're celebrating, and my wedding will always be something that I cherish because it was a day to celebrate my husband and I, and we've been through a lot. We've been together for a long time, and we deserved that. So even though it wasn't big and glamorous and there wasn't a lot of people there, it was an amazing day, and that's all that matters. So I'll leave you with that, and I want to thank you guys for watching as always, and welcome to my new subscribers, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.